Another common issue or problem that can reveal itself or appear in digital images is this notion of fringing or color fringing. Some people call it by the geeky term chromatic aberrations. And basically it's where you see these red or yellow or blue or cyan fringing along edges of detail. Let's go ahead and take a look at this image and give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm going to click the Open in RAW button. And let's zoom in on a particular portion of the image here that really reveals this issue. You can see, there's this greenish or cyanish halo or edge along the highlights. And this can happen especially on this particular situation where the image is not quite dead on and sharp. They were moving. So there's a slight motion blur along the edges there, especially in the highlight edges. And that's when things like this can happen, where you get this fringing happening. So I'll zoom up one more time, a couple times. You can actually see it in real close detail. It's like not very attractive whatsoever. And it turns out that Camera Raw makes easy work of fixing issues like this. What we're going to do is we're going to switch from the Basic tab to the Lens Correction tab. So let's click on the Lens Correction tab. And you'll see we've got a bunch of sliders here that will take care of the chromatic aberration for us, the fringing for us. You've got a red cyan fringe and a blue yellow fringe slider. You just need to choose which one appropriate based on the color of the fringing that you're seeing. This one's closer to the cyan color. So I'm going to drag it towards red. So if I go left, it's pushing it towards red. If I drag it to the right, it's pushing it more towards cyan. So since this is already cyan, I want to drag it the opposite direction. I'm going to take this to about -40, let's say, to get rid of that yucky cyan halo there. Again, let's see the before and after. We'll press the letter P. There's before. Press P again. There's after. It does a great job. But you'll see there's still some of this fringing happening on other edges of the image. It's not just on the outline of her arm and shoulder here. I can actually see it on the edges of the stripes of the sweater as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up a notch and use the defringe option, which is off by default. I'm going to change that and say, hey, do this same sort of color shifting of the fringe to all edges that you see. And you can see there's a much better result there. It's actually finding all that fringing within the image, not just along the main edges of dark against light. It does a much better job. Here's before, P for before. P again to turn the preview on and off, and you can see Camera Raw was able to make quick work of this and actually give you a much better looking image. Again, that's in the Lens Correction tab. It's the geeky term chromatic aberration, and if you're seeing these little weird halos along edges, that's where you go to resolve that problem.